Hey Dolly, how you doing? Hey Haku, how you doing? Hey Mystique. Hey Golek, how are you? Yeah, catfish is good. Catfish isn't exactly easy to get anymore. It's weird. You think it'd be all over the place, but it's not. Now they're trying to sell this whey, don't it? Sway, SWAI. It's a Japanese, it's a Vietnamese carp. Don't eat it. It's loaded with chemicals. Give you breast cancer. No way, Dolly. Wow, sorry about that. How long had she been? Wasn't she the? Wasn't that like a wife or a girlfriend, and the husband did it or something? I mean, that goes on so often in Detroit. You missed them all together. Wow, that sucks. Sorry about that. What are the circumstances? Yeah, it is horrible, isn't it? Yeah, you're right, my enemy. Yeah, it's SWAI. Sway. Sway sucks. Yeah, that sucks. Dolly, what were the circumstances? Do you know? Yeah, don't eat it. Don't eat sway. They'll try and talk you into it. It's cheap, you know. You make more money on sway. I see down here they got all-you-can-eat sway. Just eat your way into breast cancer. I mean, I'm not sure it's linked to that, but I know it's got a lot of chemicals in it, which the last time I checked, people were trying to avoid them when it came to ingesting them. It's the bad kind, too, you know. Same thing that's killing the vultures in India. This medication they use for sick cattle. Sway. Don't worry, Sharon, you don't need to cook any sway. Sway. I'd rather be gay than eat sway. That's going to be my new motto, my new slogan. What do you think of that, Sharon? I'd rather be gay than eat sway. Yeah, I like that, my enemy. That's a good one. Yeah. Yeah, let's do it. Let's say, what kind of comparison is that? To have a loving relationship compared to what you eat. Right on. The Sultans of Sway. Yeah, I like that. I think it's a conspiracy to kill us all. It's just a crap fish. Sultans of Sway. Yeah, shit, I think they're just beginning. I mean, even though I don't live a Christian lifestyle, you got to give the Christians, You got to give him credit where credit is due. And boy, whoever wrote Revelations, which supposedly was Paul, you got to give him A plus. That fucker nailed it, man, right on the head. I mean, you look at Revelations. Shit. Crazy weather, plagues, financial collapse. I mean, what's left? Yeah, we talked about sway. Yeah, don't order it. I caution people. I'm an ambassador for their health, and I tell them do not eat sway. It's just amazing to me. Well, I shouldn't. Amazing is not the right word. That people will go into a place in this day and age and not ask what the fried fish is. What kind of fish is it? When I see $9.99 all you can eat fish, I know what I'm getting. Sway. Fuck that. I don't want sway. I don't want a sway sandwich. All these food brokers too have brainwashed them all. This is how they sell it to you. It's like, what the fuck is sway? Oh, it's a lighter, there's no fishy taste, very flaky. Yeah, it's fucking bullshit. They really try and make it look like catfish is the villain and that sway is the way to go. And also the punchline is it's cheaper. Yeah. When something's cheaper than catfish, it's time to run. Not walk, run. No, it's the whole damn fish is shitty. There's tons of them in like pools and they over-medicate them. It's just a chemical concoction because they're so close together. I remember when I had a fish tank as a kid, I used to get ick. You know, once that shit spread in the tank, everybody got it. Yeah, that's another thing to discuss on the animal thing. Should fish be treated ethically? Does a fish have a right? I mean, now that we've fucked up the king crabs and the queen crabs in the Bering Sea, I guarantee you there's some scientist out there that knows why. They just don't want to admit that it's another thing mankind is overfished and wrecked. Can't blame the Native Americans on that one. Oh, Whitey is 100% responsible. Yeah. I mean, you go into a restaurant. I'm telling you, I can see the writing on the wall now. I got a couple of alerts about like these famous restaurants in different countries as well, going out of business. It's just too much bullshit anymore. Can't get like thing. If you're a seafood restaurant now, you're fucked. You will probably never see an all-you-can-eat lobster or crab-like thing again in your life. Yeah, for the seafoods, the old sea just can't produce anymore, so Mother Nature finally just clammed up, and they don't even know what happened to these crabs, which I also find bullshit. I don't know what happened to them either. They're claiming, at least the latest theory is, that the water warmed up and it's affected their breeding cycle. I don't know. Well, shouldn't there be a whole bunch of dead crabs at the bottom then? Put a camera down there. Go look around. I mean, they're gone. They're missing. I mean, where's the dead crabs? Did something eat them? I mean, this is troubling. These guys are up there in those crab boats twiddling their fucking thumbs. Clammed up. Hey, Jane. Move over to the UK. I'll bring you a case of toothpaste. Jane, now I'm not saying it's you, but what's the deal with the UK and taking care of your teeth? Well, I mean, that's a punchline with a lot of comedians, and there certainly is an element of truth to it. What do they just not teach kids to floss and brush their teeth over there, or is dental Care expensive, or what's going on over there? I'm gonna send you a box of floss for answering this question. Oh, all the tea. Oh yeah, I never thought of that. See, I don't put any sugar in my tea, but I don't think there's anything in tea other than fucking tannins that stain your teeth. That stain your teeth. I mean, I have to be honest with you. If I see somebody and they got these white piano key teeth, I think it looks weird. Your teeth aren't supposed to be that white. I mean, it just looks fucking weird. It looks like dentures, even when it's not. I see these like housewives and these white teeth. It's like, come on, man. The fuck is wrong with you? You just got your cheeks ingested with Botox. You got fake tits. You've had your varicose veins stripped out. You've had that cellulite obliterated with a laser. I mean, you're not even you anymore. You're just this walking zombie of chemicals and cosmetic procedures. You know who's really looking scary lately? Madonna. I never thought she's not my type anyway. But man, she looks like she ought to be in a wax museum. She's still talking about sex like she's 64. She's still talking about sex like she's hot. Give me a fucking break. Yeah, she is fucking weird. Looks like a fucking kissing Grammy. These puffy, weird looking lips. How gross. Yeah, I don't like fake tits either. I've mentioned that before. I'd rather have a saggy tit, which for the last 25 years hasn't been a problem. Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah, love them and leave them. I love them and leave them. That's what I do. I know the Indian that owns that Chevron. You have two fake tits or saggy tits? This matters now. I want the straight scoop on this. Might as well get it out of the way. I ordered a bottle of Ardbeg 10, which is a real smoky scotch. Yeah, these are usually when you see me in my underwear when I hit the camera and it reverses the image accidentally. That's usually when I've been drinking Ardbeg 10. Yeah. You start doing shit like that when you're drinking. You know, the cop pulls you over and he says, have you had anything to drink? Everybody always says, yeah, I had one. I mean, you're fucked at that point anyway. You might as well tell him you had 20. Because you're getting that test no matter what. I'll tell you another thing, too. You know, I sit home in the confines of my own ex-hunting camp. And I watch these cops. They got this channel on YouTube. It's pretty good, where basically it's cops getting tickets for drunk driving. It's kind of fun to watch. I don't know why I enjoy it. I guess I just like seeing a cop get in trouble for what he did to anybody. It's fucked up thinking, I know. You can't have people out drinking and driving. You can't. It's a bad thing to do. I mean, I think they're right by enforcing the law. But anyway, they have them do these sobriety tests. I'm not so sure I could do one of those sober, let alone drunk. I mean, you just hop on one foot. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, some of this shit just seems like, just give me the fucking ticket. There was a guy I see today, I got a feed or something. This guy was driving a truck, a hit and run. He got in an accident and took off. And he was 8 times the legal limit of drinking. 8 times. God. It's a no-win, yeah. Yeah, all this stuff, repeating the ABCs backwards, and, you know, I just blow into the fucking thing and And when that thing blows past 0.8, you're fucked. Doesn't matter if you could hop on one leg or not. That's just some bullshit to put the cherry on the top. Blow and go. You fucking ain't right. I know 2 women that got drunk driving tickets and said they wish they could have just blown the cop and been let go. God, I thought, God, I wish I would have been the cop. Could have worked something out. Yeah, like that's going to happen, huh? I'm sure the cop liked the idea too. It's just he wanted to keep his job. You'd have to be fucking crazy to do something like that. Although from time to time, they catch cops doing crazy shit like that. Look at that Holdsclaw. He went to the same college I went to. Not that that means shit. That Oklahoma cop played football at Eastern Michigan University. He did that shit. He got like 300 years in jail. I'll tell you one thing, and I'm not defending rape or any of that shit. But I'll tell you, I watched that trial, and I've read the excerpts, and I've read articles on it, and I think that evidence they had on him was shaky. I really do. And he's a perfect example of what happens to you when you keep talking and you don't get an attorney. Really, if anybody followed the Holdsclaw thing out there, I think that was some real shaky shit. He got like, he was raping prostitutes supposedly. Now, anybody sane knows that you're not supposed to do that. And they really marketed this as like all women have a right to happiness. And, they really, this fucking guy didn't stand a damn chance. Yeah. Yeah, well, what do you think? Yeah, what do you think about that whole squad? I mean, I'm telling you, man, I think the evidence, they just sent some fucker away last night forever. And the evidence in these cases is nothing. You don't even need to find the body anymore. Oh, shit. Yeah, really flimsy case. But, once that ball gets rolling, they talk about getting a fair trial. Bullshit. You'd have to be in another country. And I'll tell you another thing I don't like either. Even when they throw the book at these guys, I really got a problem with these judges chewing their ass out and stuff, because they're elected officials. They're not appointed like the Supreme Court or federal judges. You don't hear them talking that crazy shit. These judges just, you are a disgusting animal. I hope you die in prison. That is not a judge's role. He needs to shut his ass up. It's super unprofessional. Especially when you see some of these cases get overturned. Yeah, we're going to do it tonight. Yeah, it was just really flimsy bullshit. And then once they get on your ass, there's a lot of pressure to solve crimes. And once they get on your ass, you can take truth and logic and throw it out the fucking window. Look, I think people that do these things should be punished to the fullest extent of the law. But I'll tell you that I've learned one thing. If you ever off your spouse, make sure you got along with their girlfriends or boyfriends. Because when these people testify, that seems to really carry a lot of weight, even though it could be pure bullshit. And I don't think ex-wives should be allowed in the case of a man going to trial for murder. What the hell you think an ex-wife is going to say? No, he's a good guy. He's a Harvard graduate, that guy. That's an excellent, he teaches at one of those private schools out there out east. Can't think of the name of it. Virginia, one of those Virginia schools, West Virginia or something. Yeah, he's a really good speaker. Post a link to that if you can find it. Hey, Pug, that is an excellent video to watch. But he's right. But under the heat of the moment, when you're pulled over and those lights are on you and these cops are acting like they're going to kick your fucking ass and they're your friend, and if you tell the truth, they're going to let you out of it. It's not quite easy unless you're experienced to want to tell them you want to remain silent. You figure they're going to pull out the revolver or accidentally let it go off and blow your fucking head off. Because they know that 50% of their case is down the shitter if you don't admit to what they're trying to nail you for. Yeah, we can do it. Yeah, I'm up for it. Yeah, I'm going to get this. This isn't that expensive, $70 or something like that. Yeah, I'm up for it. Let's do it. Party. Let me go in here and see if they got this. I got to get my ebonics down. I try and act like I'm just one of the brothers when I get to the in the store. I try to act like one of the brothers. I walk in, I say, "What's up, bitch?" And then when I go to the white liquor store further down the road, I just, "Hello, how are you today?" When in Rome, do as the Romans do. That's what I do. Yeah, I do. I don't say, "Excuse me, do you have any Ardbeg 10?" At the like I do in the white store. I say, "Hey, motherfucker, where is this shit?" Yeah, no, that's it. That's it. Yeah, no matter what, I don't care whether it's about the weather, the economy, that I didn't win the Mega Millions. I say that's some fucked up shit, ain't it? Yeah, thank you, my enemy. Yeah. Yeah, thank you, Sharon. Yeah, that's what I say. I say, "What's up, motherfucker?" Now, once in a while, like when I'm doing here, these people will come up to me and say, "Are you filming me?" I say, "Hey, man, why would I film you, man? Why would I want a picture of you? I mean, really?" Yeah, I'm going to do it. I even got a black walk if I need it. Yeah. Yeah, I tell them black on the inside. "What's up?" Yeah, that's it. Oh, that's cool, Sharon. Yeah. Yeah, my enemy. Yeah. Yeah, my enemy's got this shit down. Now, when I'm going to, like a poetry recital or something, it's a bunch of African Americans. I gotta shut that shit down because they're gonna look at me like, "What's with this motherfucker?" You gotta when in Rome, do as the Romans do. Yeah, I do it too. Yeah. Yeah, these stupid asses used to come on those viral videos of those interviews with prostitutes, be talking about pimps. Man, that just shows their ignorance. Nobody's got pimps anymore. I mean, what do you dumbasses think they're driving a Cadillac, a Lincoln Continental with fur coats? I mean, once the cell phone came out, nobody needed pimps anymore. I'm not saying there isn't a pimp anywhere, but it isn't like it used to be. It's not the movies. Yeah. Yeah, I'll go watch me talk to these homies right here. I'm just going to say, "What's up, bro?" Now, if it's a hostile black, he's going to say, "I ain't your bro." So the fuck you ain't, motherfucker. And I talk to you, you speak back. And then I got some hood credibility. Yeah. I gotta like take two tests sometimes. If it's just a passive bro, he's gonna say, "Yeah, it's cool. How you doing?" But if he's like a hostile black guy, he's gonna say, "We ain't bro." It's like, "Fuck, we ain't." You be bro when I tell you you're one, bitch. And then he like decides to say, "Okay, yeah, man, I don't want any trouble or anything." Look, she's carrying her bottle like a baby. Yeah, hood cred. Yeah, I'm gonna go in here and knock this out too. This is one of the few places that I go where I can get some rubbers that fit. My man. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll do that. I can do all that. Just say, "Hey, motherfuckers. What's up, motherfuckers?" I'm going to put it in a bag. Watch how I carry it, too. Watch how I carry my booze. He didn't have the one I ordered. He didn't get my order. He didn't have, I don't really like it if it's not a certain kind. No pain. Now they didn't have my kind, but I got some at home anyway. Oh, you're having a bad day? Oh, he's questioning it? Oh, that's all right. Yeah, I can flip it on or flip it off. Yeah, that mall I go to, that PF, I'm not going to go to that PF Chang's anymore. That stuff just isn't that good anymore, to be honest with you. Look at these old-fashioned Christmas lights they have here. Kind of a cute little town. I got some good stuff at home, though. 2 bottles, actually. Look at these old-fashioned Christmas lights. Well, I'll do it. I'll do it, Sharon. Sure will. Look at these cute old, these are old school Christmas decorations. Yeah, sand. They had some bad weather around here. Isle of Jura. Yeah, sand. You know, I'll tell you, you tend to think in your state, like you Bugman, Indiana. When I was in Michigan, now I'm down in Georgia. You know, you keep thinking, you know, if it's just your state. Let me tell you, man, the damn economy is going to hell. The middle class is disappearing. You know, I only got about 15 years to put up with this fucking bullshit, and I'm happy for it. People tell me it's like Johnny died the other day. He was 99. It's like, fuck, I hope I don't live that long. I mean, it's just not like it used to be. It's ghost town between most smaller, you know, medium-sized city. Everything's going out of business. Fucking bullshit. Look at that pink sky tonight. Hey, Larry. Yeah, we're going to come on tonight. We're going to... What time you want to have that tonight? Yeah, that's the way I look at it, man. I don't want to live that long. Fuck. I'm lucky I got this. I mean, I thought I was dead meat up in West Branch. I mean, I don't think I'd have just picked up and moved, you know. It's too fucking lazy. And then this came up. I'm lucky I had a place to go, man. I mean, West Branch was good. It would have been okay to stay there. But something new, fucking around new places, meeting new people. You know, I got a lot of good photography areas. I'm going to be getting my fast internet. I'm going to do these videos on these historical old towns. They're not going to get too much attention, but I'm sticking to what I like to do. I am. I really am going to stick to what I like to do. Yeah, I have been lucky this time, that's for sure. Marty's at a car auction all week down in Kissimmee, that Mecum auction. He just saw a Roadrunner, the Hemi, sell for $1.4 million. Fucking nuts. I just dropped this seat off at this upholstery place today in Covington. And Marty's got that Porsche. And he just got that appraised, and it's not even finished. And it's worth $350. It was in the James Bond movie. It was a Porsche that was marketed to the United States to attract Americans, to make it affordable. It's not a performer at all. It's kind of like a cheap Volkswagen, but they took off because I think they call it a Spider because it was in a James Bond movie. You couldn't give me that damn thing, man. I don't want any of that shit. I really don't. I don't want to collect anything anymore except happy memories. Yeah, he does. Yeah, Jay Leno's probably got somebody down at that auction. I just think it's fucking nuts. I think collecting, you're taking it from an expert here, a true nut. I think collecting is a form of mental illness. You're never satisfied. I was like that for 15 years. First thing I did in the morning, look at auctions, eBay. Last thing I did before I went to bed, sniper bids. Fucking driving my ass off for this shit. Going to antique stores. I am so glad. That's one thing that paid off in one of my stays in a psychiatric hospital. I had a lot of time on my hands. I was talking to this psychiatrist, and he said, you need to, think of some things that, you think you spend too much time doing. That was a no fucking brainer. It's like, yeah, I spent a lot of time collecting this shit, hoarding it, organizing it. He said, well, you really need to think it over. So I did, and I thought, fuck it, I'm not collecting anything. And I haven't either. I stuck to my guns on that. I don't collect anything but pleasant memories. Fuck that. You're never satisfied when you're collecting. Yeah, I'll tell you where I fucked up, though. I had a chance, and this happens, and this is because I'm not collecting. I get mad about it as if I was collecting, but here, let me tell you, this happened about 2.5 months ago. I told Mary about it. When any of this damn Indian shit comes up, I want to get it and send it to her. It's one less arrowhead the white man pilfered off the Native Americans. So anyway, a deal came up where this 88-year-old guy died, and he had 5-gallon buckets, like 40 of them, of arrowheads and axe heads and all that fucking shit. And the guy got a hold of Marty, and Marty didn't want to fuck with him. He wanted $10,000 for him. And Marty said, you don't want to buy a bunch of arrowheads that haven't been gone through, have you? It's like, nah, really, I'm really not collecting. So I did look at him, and he looked at him too, and what turned us off is in those buckets was a bunch of like old pottery pipes, and that, to me, that just reeked. I don't know how these buckets were assembled, but what went from thinking it was an 88-year-old guy just collecting his whole life out in the fields went to, some fucker filled these buckets full of good shit and bad shit. And I don't feel like going through a bunch of buckets with non-Indian relics, non-arrowheads and non-axe heads and shit. So I said, nah, I don't want to do it. Fuck it. Well, you ready for this? Marty just saw that guy the other day. He didn't want to go through them either. They just want to turn a quick buck. He paid $6,000 for him. I could have got him for 10. So could Marty. Well, he just went through like 7 of the buckets and has already sold $83,000 worth of arrowheads. As it turns out, these are ass kickers. Even the University of Georgia came and wanted to buy a bunch of them. So if I'd have been collecting, I'd have bought them for sure. So, but that's the kind of bullshit that gets you back into collecting. Oh, what happened to those, Bugman? But, I'm thinking I could have got some nice arrowheads, shipped them up to Mary. And if hindsight, even though I'm not collecting, if I'd have known that then, which of course, I would have bought them. It would have been cool going through them, looking at them, but I don't really know much about arrowheads. And I don't want to be stuck. First of all, I'm not collecting things, right? So it didn't make sense to buy them to begin with. Secondly, I don't want to fuck with them. That's a stiff learning curve. You know, you're getting ripped off. People are lowballing you. You're shipping this shit, hoping it gets there. I didn't want to do any of that. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, it sucks. All right, Mystique, you party on. Yeah. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. And let me tell you, this guy's make good money on him, but I just don't have any interest in cataloging this shit. And I don't know anything about them. I mean, I don't know a good one from a bad one. So in a way, I'm glad that I didn't get him, but it was a hell of a good deal. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Yeah, I don't collect anything. Yeah, I'll tell you, I read a lot about here, you know, about everything. The minerals, gold, which is basically non-existent around here. The good Indian shit was up in the northwest and the northeast, straight north. But I talked to this guy today on the end of the street, and he said he let a lady look around his 200 acres, and she found 4 arrowheads, which is a good sign. But when you look at, like, Toliver County, which is where I live, you're really not going to find too much stuff on Indians, Native Americans. I mean, that stuff has been researched forever. You got the feds coming in here, you got the state, and they don't really mention this area very often. And it certainly seems like it should be referenced somewhere if there were Indians around. But if you look at this area, like Crawfordville, on any of the maps, not really. I mean, and then you think to yourself, well, what would like 20 Native Americans been doing out here? I mean, why? You'd be in a place where there wasn't anybody like you. I mean, why would you be here? Which has kind of killed my looking for arrowheads. And I've talked to other people who lived here their whole life, never found one, although they were not looking for them. So you just don't know what to believe. Yeah, why bother? Yeah, yep, that's what I say. Well, I mean, with you know, it's easier to do stuff for other people sometimes than it is yourself. And I like Mary. Mary likes that stuff. I like to send them to her. That will release some dopamine. Yeah. Dopamine. Boy, the days are getting longer. Are you guys noticing this? Dopamine. I think this chat got stuck again. If anybody hears me, say something. If you hear me, I'll have that chat tonight at around about 8:30. Yeah, I think this thing's stuck again. That's because of a weak signal. It's weird that text doesn't come across, but the camera still works. Seagate, I hope you can make it. Deer hunting's over too. Yeah, this thing's definitely stuck. These are smooth railroad tracks, and somebody slows down this much, I know they're not from here. You can haul ass over these tracks. Well, you guys, so I'll say 8:30 tonight. We'll party on. Hope that worked for you. So I'll be signing off now. Hope you can make it. I want to talk about animals.